particle moves along a circular path. A particle moves along a circular path. So a particle A moves along the circular path having the radius 10 meters. Having the radius 10 meters. Find the distance traveled and magnitude of displacement when it covers 1/4th part. 1/4th part means if it completes one complete circle, that is 360 degrees. If we make that 4 equal parts, half and 1/4. So it is 1/4th part. So the body starts from A and ends at B. Find out distance and displacement. Distance and displacement. So circumference of a circle formula, given radius is equal to 10 meters, circumference of a circle is equal to 2 pi r. Is equal to 2 pi r. Okay. So radius 10 meters. If it is 10 meters, O to A is 10 meters, then O to B is also 10 meters. So distance is equal to, if it completes the total circle starting from A and ends at A, that is 2 pi r. But he asked 1/4th part, so by 4. That is equal to 2 into, okay, cancellation. Pi value 22/7. Let's take as 3.14 into R value 10. 22/7 or 3.14 is same. So 3.14 into 10, 31.4 meters. 31.4 meters for this part. A, B, and this is the distance. It is the distance of having radius 10 meters. O. The distance is 31.4 meters for 1/4 part. Next, displacement. Displacement is equal to, so let's take that part A, B, O, AB 10, OA 10, OB 10. Displacement is the shortest path between the 2 points. The 2 points are starting point and ending point. Here starting point is A, ending point is B. So from B to A the shortest path is the dotted line, right? It is distance. The dotted line is displacement. Okay, so we already find out the distance value 31.4 meters, but displacement value we have to find out, since it is a straight line and it look like a triangle. So by right angle triangle, so we need AB value by the formula hypotenuse square is equal to side square plus side square. Hypotenuse is AB, that is known as displacement. Displacement is equal to AB square. Displacement is nothing but AB. So AB is nothing but the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse square is equal to side square plus side square. Side square is OA square plus OB square. So that implies AB square is equal to, AB square is nothing but, okay, we have to find out. AB square is equal to OA 10 square plus OB 10 square. So AB square is equal to, that implies AB square is equal to 10 square plus 10 square 100 square. Sorry, 10 square plus 10 square 100 plus 100 200. 200 can be written as 2 into 100. So 2 into 10 square. 100 plus 100 200. 200 can be written as 2 into 10 square. Okay. We need AB value. AB is equal to square. AB space. If you send to that side, that becomes square root. So 2 into 10 square. So AB is equal to root 2 into 10 root 10 square. Root gets cancelled. Then AB is equal to root 2 into 10 meters or 10 root 2 meters. A body is thrown vertically upwards and reaches the maximum height in 2 seconds. A body is thrown vertically upwards. A body is thrown vertically upwards, so we have to take that as vertically upwards from the ground. So whenever the body is thrown vertically upwards, it has the initial velocity and final velocity is 0. V is equal to 0. It has u and reaches its maximum height in 2 seconds. Time is equal to 2 seconds. Okay. Then the velocity of the projection is. So given data is, he gave only 2 seconds time. Given that t is equal to 2 seconds and take v is equal to 10 meter per second square. Okay. Then we have to find out here the velocity of projection. With what velocity we projected that body to reach the maximum height. So here time is given. So time is given. You have to find out g already known. So from the given data we have the formula that the body is projected. So time of ascent. Time of ascent is equal to u by z formula. We need u. U is equal to u is equal to time of ascent is 2 seconds. Acceleration due to gravity is 10. 2 into 10 20 meter per second. Or if you take the g value is 9.8 meter per second square, then TA is equal to u by z. U is equal to TA. Time taken is 2 seconds into 9.8. That is equal to 13.6. 19.6 meter per second. That is equal to 19.6 meter per second. If the value g value is taken as 9.8, that is 19.6. If g value is taken as 10, that is 20 meter per second. A car travels first 30 kilometers with uniform speed of 60 km per hour. 30 kilometers with the speed of 60 km per hour. Next 30 kilometers with the uniform speed of 40 km per hour. Then he has to find the total time taken by the body for that complete journey. Okay. So here by the formula, speed is equal to distance by time. Time is equal to distance by speed. Distance by speed. Okay. So total time. So distance by speed gives that t1 and distance by time gives that t2. So if we add t1 plus t2, we will get that total time. So t1 is equal to distance by speed. Distance is 30 by 60. That is equal to 1 by 2 hour. T2 is equal to 30 by 40. 30 by 40, that is equal to 3 by 4 hours. So we need the total time. Total time T is equal to T1 plus T2. T1 is 1 by 2 plus T2 is 3 by 4. LCM is 4. 2 plus 3, that is equal to 5 by 4 hours. 5 by 4 hours. So what is 5 by 4? 5 by 4 into 60. 4 ones are 450. So T is equal to 75. T is equal to 75 minutes. So that is T is equal to 70, nothing but 1 hour 15 minutes. 1 hour 15 minutes. That is the total time taken by the body. Yes, the question is, a stone is projected vertically up with a velocity of u from the tower. Here u is equal to u and reaches its maximum height h max and traveling with the velocity of v is equal to u and reaches the ground. Right? So that is the h maximum value. He thrown a stone on the top of the tower while the maximum height reached by the body. So by the formula v square minus u square is equal to 2as. V square minus u square is equal to 2as. V square is v is 2u. 2u square. So 2u square minus u. Initial velocity is u only. U square is equal to 2as. Okay, but here in this case acceleration is g, s becomes h because it is under gravity. So 2u square means 4u square minus u square is equal to 2gh. 4u square minus u square, 3u square is equal to 2gh. Then h is equal to 3u square by 2. H is equal to 3u square by 2. That's it. So maximum height reached by the body is equal to 3u square by 2g. Let's check the problem. Given u is equal to length, u is equal to 2 meter per second. With the values, that u is equal to 2 meter per second. So maximum height reached by the body, h max is equal to 3u square. 3 into u square means 2 square by 2g. G value is taken as 10. 2 square means 4. 3 into 4 12 by 20. 6 by 10. That is equal to 3 by 5. 3 by 5 meters. Okay. Right. There is similar problem. Instead of 2u, write 3u, find the maximum height. Find the maximum height. So u square is nothing but 3u square. 3u square. So 3 square u square minus is nothing but 9u square. 9 minus u square, that is 8u square. It is 8u square by 2z. So h is equal to 2 ones 2 4. So 4u square by g. 4u square by z. If it is 2u, then the problem is 3u square by 2z. If it is 3u, that is 4u square by g. Clear? Right. That is the question. A body is falling freely. A body is falling freely from rest. It is the ground. A body is here. The body falls freely, okay, in gravitational field of Earth, then the distance traveled in 5th second. He asked it that 5th second. Okay, solution by Sn is equal to u plus a by 2 of 2n minus 1 formula. Distance traveled by the body in nth second. So it is converted to under gravity. Sn is nothing but hn is equal to u, becomes u, freely falling body, so that plus g by 2 minus into 2n minus 1. Here n is equal to 5, n is equal to 5, so hn is equal to u. For a freely falling body, u is equal to 0, so 0 plus g by 2, g value is 10, 10 by 2 of 2 into n value 5 minus 1. hn is equal to 2 ones 2 5, 5 into 2 into 5, 10, 10 minus 1, 9. So hn is equal to 5 nines 45 meters. So 45 meters is the distance traveled by the body in 5th second for a freely falling body. For a freely falling body. Okay. Right. Next problem. If two masses, direct I am writing given data, two masses m1 is m1 and m2 are dropped from same height. So it is m1, m2, height is equal to h, height is equal to h. What is the ratio of the velocities of the two objects when touches the ground? When touches the ground. So what is the velocity? Here we have to find out that velocity when the body touches the ground. So here m1 and m2 height is equal to h, h1 is equal to h2 is equal to h. For both masses the height is common. He asked me that ratios. What is the velocities of their ratios? So h maximum is equal to maximum height equal formula u square by 2z, u square by 2z for body 1, for m1. For m2, h max is equal to u square by 2z. The ratio is 1. U we have to find out. u1, let it as u2. u1 square by 2z is equal to h max. u1 is equal to square root of 2gh. So here also u2 is equal to square root of 2gh. Here the u1 velocities are same. So u1 by u2 is equal to square root of 2gh by square root of 2gh. So both will get cancelled and 1 by 1, that is equal to 1 is to 1. The velocities are same. The ratio of initial velocities of two bodies u1 is to u2 is equal to u1 is to u2 is equal to 2 is to 3. Then the ratio of the maximum height h1 is to h2 we have to find out. So by h max is equal formula u square by 2z. So let's mark it as h1 by h1 is equal to u1 square by 2z by h2 is equal to u2 square by 2z. That implies h1 by h2 we have to find out is equal to u1 by 2z. u1 value 2. So 2 square by 2z by h2 value u2 by 2z. u2 value 3 square by 2z. That is equal to, so 2 square means 4 by 2z into 2g by 9. 2g by 9. 2g gets cancelled. 4 by 9. The answer is 4:9. So h1 is equal, h1 by h2 value is 4:9. Therefore h1 is to h2 is equal to 4:9. So in this way we can do this problems.